Tell me, what's happened today? Court's now in session for a trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, an opening statement. Objection! I was just taking a dramatic pause. Prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Alright, someone start a timer. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what's the meaning of your judgment just now? Statement just now. Unless you question everything. We'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. My decisive witness. The senile old man. I am the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. I also rent boats. How did he do that? You're in the boat rental shop, right? Yup. Please testify. Wait a second. Still haven't heard who this old guy is. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. The witness will still state his name. Well, I'm not really sure. My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. He cannot recall his own name. Seems like a very reliable witness here. Can't recall, you say? Yes, but incident in question took 3 days ago. He can testify. Okay, if you say so. The night, the 24th, after midnight. It's in a restaurant where I rent boats. Heard a bang. You made a pretty good bang sound. Saw a boat just floating in the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. He's not drunk, he's just senile. Objection! There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony, ergo no need for cross-examination. There's only 10 seconds left before 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict. Sorry, yes, the man who walked off the boat was clearly guilty, I guess. I'm gonna not cross-examine and see what the fuck happens here. I mean, that was a surefire guilty. He's right. But Nick, you have to cross-examine. Okay. No! 3 minutes have passed. All right, you may cross-examine. Oh, wow, it was 3 minutes. Nice. Hold it. Just after midnight, you say? Just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seemed sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Oh, it's in a restaurant where I rent boats. I have a picture from 1150, so that contradicts his first, but I don't think that's what we were trying to do. That's not good enough in the court of law. Don't be so hard on a girl, Keithy boy. Keith. Prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Heard a bang. Where did the bang come from? From the lake. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out. I couldn't see clearly. I figured there was 2 men out there. We couldn't see them clearly. At the time, that is. Then I heard another bang. Heard 2 gunshots? Yup. What Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes ashore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. Could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. He was right there in front of me. I saw him. The man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead. He's walking by, too. Witness, are you sure a person was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. He lured me into cross-examining, so he set me up for a fall. I mean, is that how it works? Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom's glaring at us. I object to something. I object to something. I object to something. Are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? Photographs showing the man's firing his left hand? Exactly. That's easily explainable. He could have wiped the fingerprints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. I mean, if he wiped the fingerprints, would he not wipe all his fingerprints? But okay. Object again! I object to everything! I object to this entire case! His words are all we have. His words all we have. You're telling a lie. Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to even realize this basic fact. Nick, do we have evidence? Are you sure? I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, Nichan? We need your help. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. It must be a new record. Time? Not 15 minutes. 8 minutes. This court, no reason longer to prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. No room for misinterpretation. This court finds defendant Miles Edgeworth. Really? Okay. It's me! Dio! Alright, Larry. Who the fuck let him in? I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but today I remembered. The gunshot, I heard it too. Order. What's the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yes, I did, a gunshot. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify, let me testify. Order, order! Well, this is the first time something like this happened like this in my court. I don't know, it seems pretty ridiculous. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us a final chance. She's right! If only it wasn't Larry! Doesn't get any worse. You're right. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it's our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness must be heard. I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. He really likes his gavel, Mr. Von Karma. I order you to call this new witness to testify. The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. If it were the parrot, that'd be great. Phew! Oh, it's too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. Was it worth it? You're sweating bullets. Just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night, right? He said he was looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. All right, he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? I don't know. I'm on trial for murder, that's all. It's something I've been meaning to ask you. Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Yeah, that seems important to ask. When he fell into the lake, I went into the daze. I couldn't understand what had just happened. I couldn't think straight. I saw the pistol laying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever had perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And someone's Larry. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. It was 15 minutes. Court's now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night, December 24th. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slid the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then as I was thinking about going home, I heard a bang. Looked out over the lake. I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony even for this court. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I literally can't get worse than guilty, right? So many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, after midnight. Everyone had gone home. Wait until the coast is clear, so to speak. Why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. What was it you're looking for? It's irrelevant. I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. Around 12 o'clock. Hey, don't give me that face. Not some sort of human clock. I heard a bang. Where did the sound come from? I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked over at the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. After I heard the gunshot, I went home. Only heard one bang, correct? Yep. Huh. Was it pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Alright, empty lake at 11:50, that's right. Two gunshots. Wait a second, Larry. You only heard one bang, you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. You gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? To tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Not sure. Smithy. Go get ready for your calc exam, dude. See you later. I promise to find Miles Edgeworth not guilty. Just for you. Just for you, we'll make sure he's not guilty. I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. My radio, dude, with my headphones. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listened to my radio. Everyone listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Please give your testimony, and sure, include details like your radio. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Facts. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. I was listening to it real booming loud. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ is saying when I heard it too. What? Yeah, that's a big problem. Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't it a free country? Can you believe a word the witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said. Yeah, what did he say? The announcer, the guy on the thing with the radio? Anyways, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs. I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Very well. It's lonely being alone. That's why I was listening to our quest show. Remember what he said. What did he say? What did she say? Did you just assume her gender? We should care. We should care. Why? It would tell us what time he heard the shot? Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Alright, gunshot at 12:15. Got it. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? What's with your face? You look scary, dude. What, are you trying to scare me? You better know I don't scare that easy. Your Honor, did you hear what he just said? DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas yet. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case. But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact. Let's see what time was on the photo. 12:15. 15 minutes after midnight. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Got him! Order, order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. The answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. But yet, the witness who actually doesn't remember his name is more reliable. Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence. Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Empty photo! Look at this! Look at this photograph! Every time I do it makes me laugh. God, I like that look at this photograph line. It's taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp of the photo reads December 24th, 12:50. 11:50. But there's nothing in the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing's been shown on this photograph. It's why the photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That's why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Then where does that leave us? Mr. Hart testified she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all. In fact, it is a fact that a camera also triggered at 15 after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled. That camera was set to respond to loud noises, yes? There's no proof that the loud noise was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Mr. Wright? There's no turning back now. Can you prove it was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both witnesses testified they heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. Then, where was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. There is no spoon. Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen tonight on the lake. Exactly. If that's true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Only at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. I have not watched the anime. I am completely blind about going in here. Why, I ask you, why? I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ugh! I have it! I have it! Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Yeah, of course. The murderer in this case has the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it. Is it safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. See? It'll literally, it can't get worse. Right. Your Honor, the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. Sure. Sure. We know murder other than Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Oh! There was a gunshot fired in that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 after midnight, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. See, this would be a lot easier if Edgeworth fucking told us, like, what he was doing. Like, if Edgeworth just said he wasn't on the boat, you know, that'd make a lot more sense. Hammond. Hammond is a victim. The murderer in Hammond, obviously. No. Wait. Alright, the two people on this boat after midnight. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After murderer killed Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went into the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? It's... The murderer is Miles Edgeworth! I didn't even say anything. Man. Alright. The murderer is none other than Miss Lotta Hart, the investigative photographer. Yes. I'm ashamed. Actually, listen to this utter nonsense. Photograph taken at 11:50. If you didn't have this photograph, we would never have made that claim. Correct? Just who went out of the way and gave you this piece of evidence? Lotta Hart. Why would the murderer go to all the trouble just to deliver you the decisive evidence? Alright. It's nobody. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. Because he doesn't know his name. The murderer is a caretaker at the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond, the caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would we have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? He's not on a boat, and he's going fast, and... Where did the murder really take place? Around here, maybe. Maybe, Mr. Wright. Does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose this spot? Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason. The murderer thought we never expected? Alright, I wanted to pick there because it was far away from the camping spot, so she wouldn't hear it. Of course, the shop where he lives. The way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that a boat shop was the scene of the crime? Really? I mean, recall Larry's testimony, if you will. It's cute. The night he was out in the lake searching for something. He finds it, returns to the boat. He's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very close by. Where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. See, this is where we piece it together with Danganronpa style. Not really. What's up, Israeli? How you doing? Lovely night for a court proceeding, isn't it? Caretaker of the boat, Robert Hammond. Gotta skateboard through our mind. Now we're gonna ride on we're gonna pick up some hose in a car. We're gonna hit hose in a car. That was when a gunshot that Larry heard was fired. Caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. Became Robert Hammond. He got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out onto the middle of the lake. Who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? I know this. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to make sure to create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol on the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men in the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. He threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gord Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, we'd like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defendant has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. I really wish people would tell me things before the fucking court, man, before the fucking trial, man. You know how much easier things would be if people stopped gotching with evidence? He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Why? We're conducting a trial here. I ask you to simply remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. He went all the way to the boat shop? Damn. Nani? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Can a prosecuting attorney do that? Can he just do that? Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. One more thing! Jackie! I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. We did it. We did it, Reddit. Yay, Nick, you did it. Well, at least we got out from under the guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something great. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony, still, he did save us. Just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Sometimes I feel like this is all just some kind of weird, sick game. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Yeah, you really need to stop spacing out. It's not like you're on trial. Try to smile a little. Relax. I'm sorry. I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. But I love you, Phoenix-kun. There's so little time left. I want to tell you, but I get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. I love you, Phoenix-kun. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. 15 years ago. When I killed my own father. Phoenix-kun. Phoenix-kun. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Yeah, how come he didn't finish this fucking story? Yeah, can he finish his story? No? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, what's up? What's up, my Nick? I am swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. You guys should be bowing before me. Bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. I'll buy you some spaghetti. Let's go to a nice spaghetti shop and sit down for some spaghetti. And I'll treat you some jelly-filled donuts. Just like Brock used to make. Seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Just us two. Nah, he means me. Yeah, you. Not me. But why you, Larry? I'm actually... Yeah, why Larry? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk. Not when I first met him. I first met him when I was young. Back when we wanted to become a defense attorney. Was that when you were classmates? Yeah, back in 9th grade, I also wanted to be a defense attorney. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? Nani? Hey, Larry. What's he talking about? Oh. Sorry, I kind of forgot. Nick, out with it. Flashback! Whoa! It was the end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. Class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Damn, this is some serious shit, bro. Guys, buckle up. Strap in! We're in for some chop. Our school is really small, just like my dick. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. This kid's envelope disappeared with 38 bucks inside. Holy shit! Do you know how many Pokemon cards you could buy with 38 bucks? Like 12 packs. We're out of school that day. Anyways, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in the class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. They wanted to lynch me. So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty! Oh, it's him! Give me your money, just yeah! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I had done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I had done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Where's the evidence?
Bleed purple 100 bonus 10 objection.
Objection! Thanks, Malakishal. Shall be ashamed. Amateurs. You're acting like children. Oh, you are children. It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? No! Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent! Chill, Miles. Like, Miles, we're in school. Chill. Yeah, he did it. He did it. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think about how it feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Oh, I mean, that's how courts work. Very well, I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over. Damn, that was easy. But who stole the money? Who stole the money? Who stole the money? Butts is like, oh yeah, I totally forgot. I forgot money for my lunch, so I took it from someone else. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, just lucky I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally. Anyways, Edgeworth and I talked about after the trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remembered his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. His now dead father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. Dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. But why? What happened? That's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why. That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Okay, alright, so we didn't go to law school together. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I am the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I am the only one who can help him. I mean, a bit egotistical. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit egotistical, but sure, Phoenix, your heart's in the right place. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes, I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do. Right! First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. I'd sell for who? Let's go. I just threw away evidence. What evidence do I have left? We just threw away some evidence. We just do that. We're gonna finish the trial today. I don't think this is the final trial of the game though. Hey buddy. How you doing, cutie? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I know you're the only one who really remembers. It probably only really mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth didn't, you know? That trial is the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous! That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor? You used to look up to your dad. Your dad. I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. What a ridiculous name! He had to be the shooter any way you look at it, yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That'd be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago. The three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. We all suffered oxygen deprivation. I lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's Eternity's argument in the court. He claimed Yana Yogi had not been sound of mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship to Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you. He was a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. I mean, that seems pretty shitty, but okay. I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. Yeah, what? All Von Karma does is to find the suspect guilty. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. That sounds like the American justice system. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Hey, remember your dead dad? Hey, look! This look like a dad to you? Why, this reminds me of Ace. Gumshoe? He won't be coming home today. He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Hey, pal. Well, that was easy. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No probs, pal. Thanks to you, we really know who did it. The boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch a criminal. Here is active. Oh no, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Anyways, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Hey, you know what? Sometimes to find a murderer, you just have to remind someone about their dead dad. Nani? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I mean, he was in our office, after all. Yep, I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Oh, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon. Mr. Grossberg, it's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That's true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine. Well, I'm not sure about that. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. If you find anything, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Hey, Russell, what's up, man? How you doing? I think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways. To the shack. Nobody's home. Hello, Squawk! Hello. Hello. Hey, about that safe. Probably knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah! Yeah! Open the safe! Open the safe! The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Boring. There's no name or signature. Handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Done. Done. Done! Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean, get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? I don't know, okay? Your phone's gonna die soon. You should charge your phone. We still have to go into court and do one more round of courting. Me, I should take care of Polly. Please know about her anyways. I'm sure it'll do something. What's wrong? What? I saw the TV. I remember they were showing a Pink Princess special this week. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on a wall to boast about them? Right. But don't all the fish on a wall here look really puny to you? You should have seen the one that got away, except the one that got away from us was a caretaker. Alright, see you later, Polly. Boats. Caretaker must have run for the hills, right? He didn't seem like a bad person. Guess Larry's off today. I guess back here? Guess here? Hey, what do you think of this letter? It says to get revenge on you. This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. Revenge on me? Who's that old guy anyways? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So, he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, me, myself, and Robert Hammond. It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance. He's talking about the statute of limitations on DL6! Wait, that old man. Nani? Yogi, could he be Yogi? Wow, I would not see that coming. The one who was found innocent. It was a case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, the statute of limitations runs out. But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. I mean, your dad died after all. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen! all I remember. Then I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In the court, Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? It says to get revenge. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right, yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I don't know whether or not I should tell you. Yeah, tell me about the nightmare. It's a nightmare. Yeah, tell me about the nightmare. Tell me about the nightmare. Tell me, Baka. Okay. Yeah. The last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Can't breathe! I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? Stop breathing my air! He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day in court or the bailiffs in the days to pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father. And with that scream, I awake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. Dun, dun, dun! Nani? If you think about it, the letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. It was me. I was a true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows! Alright, who else knows? Is it Mia? Well, no time to waste, let's get going. What do you think we should do? Just do what you do. Well, any ideas? Alright. Let's go talk to Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg, hello there. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. Just calm down, tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he wants to frame him for murder. This leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream is not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. But he was found innocent. I don't understand why revenge was necessary. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge. Okay, I guess. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without a peer. That sounds trite, but it's true. He may have had one peer, now I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma's gonna bite him in his ass! Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he had a perfect record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. He lost, and died in despair, as it were. Oh, despair! Second despair in a game, drink! When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called in a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. So my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right, everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Damn lying ghosts. Why can't we use lie detectors on ghosts? Oh, so this is a letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when you killed Hammond. Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended his clients not for their sake, but for his own. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. He got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. Nani? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago! Whose handwriting was this? You have any idea who wrote this? Karma. Could it be Manfred Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Because Karma's an asshole. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. Oh my god, he's an asshole. Blank shades, what's up? You've come to find out that Von Karma's an asshole. But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. Why does Von Karma hate his pupil? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. How could he have known? How could he have known that? How? Yeah. That I do not know. Yeah, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But Gregory Edgeworth called him a doo-doo head, and Von Karma always remembers when someone calls him a doo-doo head. He didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. It was the only penalty Von Karma had ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Von Karma he looks like a doo-doo head. He wags his finger like a doo-doo head. Must have been quite a shock to Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? Go to the sea, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. They should have said Japan, so that way everyone would be like, but we're in Japan. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty? I won't let him. Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill somebody, even if he accidentally threw a gun and accidentally killed his daddy-o. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I can go check again. The police files might hold something interesting. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. Can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. Unlike me. Police materials. Here, police materials. This incident took place, so tomorrow will be the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. Damage DL6 incident has done will never be erased. Okay. To the detention center. To the office. Yes. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for Yogi. It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. We could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyways. Dun, dun, dun. Would they really convict a guy in his 20s for an accidental murder when he was 9? Yeah, this is Japan. The justice system's fucked up. You only get 3 days to defend yourself in court, and you're guilty until proven innocent. That's how courts work in Japan. Let's hurry. Von Karma's in here just eating paper. Dusty as always. We're only here just yesterday. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I just noticed he isn't here. Von Karma? Maybe he's a ghost like a fucking goblin. Hiding in the shelves. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Nick, the file for DL6, it's empty! What are you doing in here? Oh, fuck, dude. He is a ghoul. You! How do you know my name? What? 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 Have we met? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? Defense team? Ahem, I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Oof. I can tell you what does look great in HD sprites. Mia. Ugh. Oh, ooh, man. I ranked Mia a D out of D. 2 Ds for Mia. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. It reminds me of, we trained him wrong. As a joke. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Hot. Still, you'll lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Hey, is this your handwriting? Have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yana Yogi to commit murder. Yana Yogi, how many years has it been since I heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Man, we really should have been recording this conversation. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi that letter. Wow, if only I recorded this conversation. Thank you for taking trouble with bringing it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. Oh, a stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your veins like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000. People don't die from it. Usually. Man, a good thing there's like no police or cameras in this records room. No! Whoa, what? Nick, run! Maya! Out of my way! Shit, did we let Maya get shocked for nothing? He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Wow, we let Maya get down Mr. President for us and we still got shocked. Maya, open your eyes! Can we not convince that we were assaulted just now? Like, we're in the fucking police department. There's only 3 people in this room. 2 people were knocked unconscious by someone who is still currently holding the weapon. Seems like an open and shut case of fucking assault. And yes, you think that police department should have security cameras in places where evidence might be kept, so that way it can't be stolen or destroyed? Yeah, Japan courts, man. Fucking kangaroo courts. Oh yeah, you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but 1 shot, 1 kill. I am dead now. I couldn't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I mean, I think this is Phoenix's fault for not only letting Maya get shocked first, but not running after Maya got shocked. This is Phoenix's fault. Has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.